So here we are back in the reef hobby. It's been about 6 or 7 years since I would last had a reef tank and bit the bug again. And this time I have a 40-gallon setup. It's an innovative marine cube and it has a aluminum stand and it's rimless. This tank has an overflow, an external overflow. And external overflow is nice because it has a backup, so it has two overflows. One primary, and in case it somehow gets plugged up, you can use the secondary overflow. So I like that new safety feature. And for the internal overflow, the primary overflow, I had to get a muffler because it's kind of loud. You can hear. And this is a Maggie muffler. It's made by Maggie, I guess. Has some baffles and noise cancellation design. When you put it on, it silences the water, which is pretty nice. Though I think this hole right here that's drilled still allows some of the noise to get through. If I plug it, you can hear that the noise goes away, but then it needs a vacuum. So maybe we can do something to cover this hole so that, or maybe put in another baffle inside so that the noise doesn't escape through this hole. We'll see. The system, more about the system, we actually have a Ecotech XR15 Generation 4 light powering this, which gives it enough light to grow pretty much any type of coral. And for the flow, have an MP40 Gen 1 moving the water. And this Gen 1 had to replace the wet side. So actually the new wet side works with the Gen 1 motor on the outside. So I have the latest wet side for this MP40 setup from Ecotech. Let's see. So far, I have a few corals. First tested out the tank with the zooanthid and yuma, which survived. And the next week, I got all of these euphyllias. I got the hammer, the gold hammer, the hammer, and the torch. It looks like they're doing pretty well. And also got a frog spawn here, jack-o'-lantern, and a nice colony of green star polyps, a yuma, which is what I started with, and of course the zinnia. I love the zinnia. Hopefully it can get turn fluffy and start pulsating more. Also, I have this this is the first SPS in the tank. It's the bird's nest, and it looks like it's doing pretty well. As for the critters, I have a Ocellaris clown, and I have a tail spot blenny. And there should be a 6-line wrasse somewhere in the tank. He's always hiding. And for the cleaners right now, I have a few turbo snails and hermit crab. So this tank has been up and running for about a month and a half, and everything seems to be doing pretty well. Other than that, see, I have a filtration system, and it's currently plumbed to the garage. And I'll show you what I did in the garage for the filtration system. But until then, see you next time.